name is Biyi Adeyemo, and I'll be hosting the reality talk series with Biyi Adeyemo. This series will help us tackle some of the tough questions that families are facing. Not just families, but also individuals as a person. So if you're a woman or you're a man, then this video blog series is going to be helpful to you. And that's why we have named it a reality talk. A reality talk with me. Every week we will have a focus on one issue or the other. And I'm going to be focusing on four aspects which are very pertinent, which are very important to our everyday life. Number one is the career part. Every one of us have one career or the other, whether you're a man or a woman. There are issues. Your business might be okay, your marriage, relationships might be okay, your finance might be okay, even your health might be okay. But sometimes we have problems in our career. And once there are issues in one area of our lives or the other, then it affects every other one. So each week we will look at one aspect of this issue that we'll be discussing. The first thing I've talked about is the career. We're also going to look at the business part. We're going to look at your finance. We're going to look at your health, and also we're going to look at marriage and relationship. So we are looking at four things every week: marriage, relationship, as number one, number two, career, number three, business, and number four, health. So these things are the things we'll be discussing every week by the grace of God. Don't forget that you can join in this conversation every week as we come to discuss what is bothering you using the social media platforms. Remember, this is just a video blog, so you cannot call in because there's no number to call in. But the platforms that we have on Twitter and to Biyi Adeyemo will help you to contact me and also send me messages or reply tweets or mentions, and also you can send me email info@biyadeyemo.com. So these are the platforms that you can use. I'm going to give out my numbers by the end of this session, so that you want to call me or send me a text message, it will be easy for you to do that. So we're going to go on a break right now. When we come back, I'll share a woman's life experience with you, an issue that is really bothering her in our marriage. Make sure that you're still with me when I come back. Thank you. Welcome back to the reality talk series with Biyi Adeyemo. Now, I told you about a story. A married woman who is currently sick, not physically sick, even though she might end up being physically sick, but she's sick mentally. She's disturbed. She's really overwhelmed with the problems and difficulties that is currently happening in our marriage. And I'm going to look down to read out a letter to me. She shared this with me some time ago, and I think you and I, everyone who is watching this blog, should be able to react and see how we can advise her. Because I can't know it all, you can't know it all. We all need ourselves, and we need to help ourselves provide answers to any question that is really disturbing whoever is currently having an issue. Now, let's look at it together now. She said, my husband and I had been together for 12 years, but they were married for 6 years. So they've been together for 12 years. And when they met, according to her, she said there was an instant connection between us. However, our problem began 2 years into their marriage. They got married, and then they couldn't conceive. The wife could not get pregnant. She said that my husband was calm about the whole thing for a while, but after 5 years of marriage, he starts to get pressure from his parents for a grandchild. You know what happens when your mother-in-law is on your neck? If she's not on your neck, it could be some relations, it could be friends at work, even in church, wherever. People begin to disturb and begin to show some form of concern or the other because you are yet to conceive. And this time around, it is not even friends, it is not members of the church that they attend, but someone who is very, very important, and that person is a mother-in-law. So the mother-in-law had been pressuring her husband after 5 years of their marriage for a grandchild. Now, she said that according to her husband, he turned down all the suggestions that the mother was giving to him, and so he would always say to her never to worry, but to leave everything in the hands of God. However, she said when the marriage was 7 years, remember that the first time it was 5 years, and then the mother-in-law began wahala. I'll use that word, wahala. And now it is 7 years. In the first 5 years, there was no issue between her and her husband on this issue of childbirth. But after 7 years of their marriage, her husband said he has had enough. And then he came home one day and says to her, I want a divorce. Shocking, right? He said to her, he wants a divorce. Not even a whisper, not even talking about it sorrowfully or soberly. He came out to her open, straight to the point, saying that he wants a divorce. And to her, that was the last thing she wanted to hear. Because at that point in time, she was really sick, and now physically sick. Malaria symptoms, she was stressed out, she was full of a lot of troubles bothering her mind. And then her husband didn't bother. She was too weak to even fight him. She was too weak to ask him questions. She was too weak to oppose him. And she ended up moving out of her husband's house into her parents' house. Afterwards, not long, she heard that a mistress moved into her husband's house and got pregnant in that house. And that made her health deteriorate. That made her health turn for the worse. And she was admitted to the hospital. It was when series of tests was conducted on her in the hospital that the results came out. Guess what was the result? She was pregnant. Not for 1 month, not for 2 months, not for 3 months, but for 4 months. And looking back, she left her husband's house exactly 4 months. So it was not a question of she went around sleeping with someone. I hope you didn't hear that. She didn't go around sleeping with someone. It was just with her husband. And the good news, according to the doctor's report, was that she was pregnant with twins. And now she's asking us, what should I do? Should I go back to my husband with the news? Or should I divorce him and start a new life? I think this is where I will stop this very day. Let's see if you can use the social media platform at Biyi to send me what you think this woman should do. She has given us 2 options, asking us to advise her what to do. Go back to her husband, breaking the news to him, or divorce him and move on with her life. Don't forget, she's legally married with him, and now she has a twin for him. And the man has a mistress who is also pregnant. This is a delicate situation. I wish you would send me that email. Use that website, www.biyi.com. The contact form is there. I'd like to receive your own comments and contributions that will help this woman have an answer to her problem. If you don't want to waste time going to the internet, then send me an email, info@biyi.com. Thank you so much. Let's do this again. Next week, we will see how well we can solve this matter on behalf of this lovely young woman. Bye for now.